Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Zara Onize, and today our class is going to be in two parts. One, I am going to be showing you some basic equipment or tools that you need if you want to sew or cut, or especially if you're a beginner. And the second part is I am going to show you how to read your tape. That's this tape, because everybody just assumes that everybody knows how to read a tape. But today, I'm going to show you how to actually read a tape. So let's get into it. One of the first equipment you're going to need are your rulers. So this is a straight one, and this is a hip curve ruler. You can also use it for armhole. These are basic things you can get at supermarkets, normal markets, and bookshops. So number one thing you need are your rulers, the straight one, the curvy one. Another thing you're going to need is your marker or your pencil. If you're a beginner, go with pencil. But if you're intermediate or you already know your stuff, go with marker. Whatever works for you. But for a beginner, I would advise a pencil. Another thing you will need is your pattern paper. People call it brown paper, but the original name is a pattern paper. So this is where you draft your patterns before you transfer them into your fabrics, to first of all to minimize mistakes and to minimize fabric. Yeah, you can find pattern papers in Wuse Market or any bookstore around you. Yeah, as basic as that is, you need your scissors. What are you going to make without a fabric? So you need your fabric for anything you're going to do. And of course, you need a measuring tape. I mean, you can't do anything without this. So this is a box of pin. So you need a box of pin as well to hold down your fabric and so on. And because we're cutting on pattern paper, we're going to need a paper gum. As time goes on, you'll see what it's used for. Another important thing you're going to need are your threads. As many colors as you can get, they always come in handy. You're also going to need a notepad like this. This is where you're going to write down your measurements or your customer measurements so that you don't forget them. I know you're smart, but you need to write things down. So write down measurements on your notepad. Another thing you're going to need is your phone calculator, because you're going to be calculating measurements. You're going to be dividing and subtracting and adding. So you need your phone calculator as well. And of course, you would need a sewing machine. Of course, you would need a sewing machine. Um, whatever works for you for sewing machine, manual, industrial, whatever works for you, whatever you have, whatever is working for you. Yes. Another thing that is very important is a flat surface. You're going to need a flat surface like a table, or some people use the floor, some people use their beds. I started from the floor. It's terrible because your waist is going to ache. So I would advise you use tables if you have it. If you don't have it, you can do with the floor as a flat surface until you get yourself a table. I think that's all for the first phase of this video. Welcome to the second part of the video. So now we're going to be learning how to read our tape. Now everybody assumes they know how to read a tape, but I am here to bust your bubbles and tell you that sometimes most of the mistakes you see in your outfits are from reading your tapes wrong, from placing the wrong measurement due to the fact that your tape reading isn't accurate. So we're going to get to it. It is also important not to subtract or add measurements when you're drafting your patterns or drafting your clothes. So we're going to get into tape reading right now. I want to quickly take this off to ensure accuracy. I would also be putting a note on the screen. So tape reading. You have to note that before you get to one, there are 8 other lines. Before you get to this one, there are 8 other lines. So this first line, that's figured out as 0. This is the first one. This first one is 0.125. The second one is 0.25. The third one is 0.375, and the fourth one is 0.5. That's half an inch. We'll just get into half an inch right now. Let's start again. 0, 0.125, 0.25, 0.375, 0.5. Now 0.5 is half inch. So after 0.5, you continue to 0.625, 0.75, 0.875, and then 1 inch. Like that. It goes on till the end. This if you're calculating by inches. You might want to take that again. 0.125, 0.25, 0.375, 0.5. 0.5 is half an inch. So, and this is 1 inch. I hope that's clear enough. Also note that if, for instance, you take someone's measurements and maybe their waist, let's say 25 point maybe 25. So that will be, what that means is that this is 25. So 25.25 would be here. I hope that's clear. If you take a measurement and it's 25.25, this is 25.25. If it's 25.5, this is 25.5. If it's 25.75, this is 25.75. I hope that's clear for tape reading. I am going to attach a note to this. I hope that works. Thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel. I hope this has been helpful. If it has been, kindly like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Feel free to turn on notifications for upcoming videos on how you can make your own clothes and style yourself as a beginner or just as a stylist.